to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and being a part of the live stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Moving forward, let's keep it cooking. You know, I was just looking at my group this morning. I woke up this morning and I started looking at this. To me, it made a double bottom there, showing signs of being in a falling wedge that would break to the upside, position itself, possible 28% gains. I posted it a little late, somewhere around here, but still, if you look at it quickly, a nice 6.5% gains in the last hour in my trading group. So no matter what's happening, we are still able to take advantage of the market. We are render in my trading group right here. I've been looking at this all day. 15 minutes suggests a slightly lower price or an entry here. Bang. And that 1 hour was ready to make a move to the upside, and render is on its way, possibly with more momentum to the upside. Take a look at the 4 hour as well for render, and it's getting cooked. So that might be, when you're at resistance and the 4 hour gets that high, that might be it. I swing trade in and out. Don't try to get more than you should. That's something I would just jump out of and call it a day. You know, even though the 1 hour, 1 hour might give you more. You could push it. You know, a person, a trader could push it. I'm not saying you yourself, a trader, any person. You know, this is where I would go to the 7 minute to take profits. 7 minutes says we may have a booster shot, a booster to the upside here, something like that. Oops, did I just Freudian slip there? A boom to the upside there, right? So, what up, Lifer fam? I know nothing except the fact of my own ignorance. Shout out to Love Learning. Hopefully the Celtics win game 2. That was horrible. Horrible. Celtics got their butt whooped. We were down basically the entire game. Could never really get back into motion. The Celtics. I used to Celtics outside the game. Get it? I used to Celtics. Oh, I'm sorry. I was golfing with some men the other day, and this guy's like, I can't. I just can't. I can't. Yeah. It's a gentleman's joke. It's not bad. It's just a gentleman's joke, you know? Well, he said, what did the wise man say to his wife? And I said, I don't know. And he said, nothing. Because he's a wise man. It's just, sorry. It just made me laugh. It just made me laugh. I'm trying to break the ice tonight. I'm sorry. He's on fire. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. But I just wanted to show you the trade that we're still making money in the trading group. We're still taking gains. I don't even care if it's a tiny bit. We're taking it. And honestly, if you look at this is a big zone of support or resistance here that we just broke through. This is a zonage. This is zones. And you're busting through a zone. So if this thing can keep cooking and come back down for resistance, I mean, there's a little life here. Render, banging on him. Now, look, it just gained more to the upside here. Someone's making me look good here. Michael Pa. He's like, I'll throw it down. No, but look at that. Now another 2% since we started. It's crazy. I put this out at 7:05 p.m. and here we are ready to rock. So green candles in the Lifer group every single day. Shout out to everyone that stuck with me through the hard times. A lot of people bail in the tough times. You know why? It makes sense. How many people are wealthy with a house on the beach? Not that many. So it would make sense that the majority of people would skit and skedaddle in these scary markets. Only the strong survive. Only the lifers with the cojones, with the moxie, with the mental toughness to withstand the longevity are able to withstand the long-term projection of someone who wants to be truly wealthy and escape the 9-to-5. You must have a plan. You must make a move. QRDO banging to the upside, up 5%. So there's life here. HTR making a bit of a move here. Hawthorne. Look, it's kind of a shoulder, head and a shoulder there, breaking to the upside. Also, what I do when stuff like this is you can see it's a bit of an ascending triangle, you know? You want to remind yourself that it is a rising wedge because you don't want to act blind when someone else says, well, you're looking at a rising wedge, buddy. And you're like, okay, I know that. But it doesn't mean that it's not also a bit of a asymmetrical triangle that could break to the upside. That's when you want to look at the 15, the 1 hour, and start seeing if you have momentum. If you don't, then you're like, okay, it's a rising wedge that's just at the top, and I should be taking profit. In a time like this where Bitcoin's kind of sketch and Hawthorne did not break previous resistance, which is right here, and the 4 hour looks to roll over on you, it would be a smart time to possibly take some profits on Hawthorne if I was in it, But that's me. I'm a little more cautious of a trader. This thing looks like it's trying to break out max on row, which is strange. But it does look like it's trying to make some bacon on the beach here. I hope I made you spit out your coffee just now. If you're, yeah, you did. You did. Who just spit out their drink completely? Bacon on the beach. But yeah, we're making bacon on the beach like Homer Simpson. Hey, Marge. I got to do Homer. If I work on Homer, I know I can get it. I just have to listen to it for a while. SUTER, look what it did, though. It projected a wick to 27%. So, like, we still got them. You see? And then you exit on. It's pretty crazy. PMON, let's look at PMON. I had an inverted head and shoulder there. This could be a sloppy, bigger shoulder. It's in a falling wedge. You clean it up like so. Could just be doing more before it tries to break out or make a move. Has a huge bottom here. It breaks that. I mean, it's going to, like, a lot of these coins are at their, like, last resort. Like, it breaks that. I mean, where's it going? It's going into no man's land. You know what I'm saying? It's like Bitcoin. The Fed. Is the Fed priced in? That's something I'm thinking about. Did we price in the Fed rate hike already? I think that's what's going on here. I think the last 2 or 3 days confirmed Fed rate hike, and, you know, so wow, look at Bitcoin. Look what it did today. What an insane day. Funny, I was spot on. I said, watch, it could just continue to break up to the upside like it did in the first place. You know why? This is crazy. Let me teach you guys something. Everybody watch this. You're not going to believe this, but so this is how true I stay to patterns. Patterns never let you down, even when the market looks like it's letting you down. Check it out. We were here, and this was the projected idea, okay? This was the projected idea. However, it was a 1 hour trade. 1 hour came low. First, the 1 hour was here and projected. We were down here. So we had a bounce. We did bounce, and we went sideways. At this point, I'm like, all right, if we can stay in a flag and this can reset to the downside, then you're bullish for a move back to the upside. That's why I project my flags, and that's why I set alerts down here. This is what I'm doing, okay? This is the projected plan here. Okay. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I got that. Yeah. Bobby McFaddy. So check it out here. So, okay. Now, I saw this, and it looked like the 15-minute was going to roll. Let's juice the 15-minute into position here. So it looked like we were about to roll it. We were right here. I'm trying to bring it back to that 1 point. It's hard, but if you can think, we were right here before this green. And usually when you're this high, you can get a push to the upside, as I said before. But, you know, more than likely it's a dump. And I said to everyone, you know, unless we get a miracle move here, it's more likely we get a drop. But I said, but we could get a miracle move. You know what I'm saying? We could get a miracle move here. Let me fix my ticker, so sorry. We could get a miracle move. And I said, you know, watch out for the miracle move of the 15-minute. The 15-minute will do this sly, crazy thing. Even the 7-minute was a little high. Suggested that it would not do this, but I said, be careful. I've been surprised by Bitcoin. And then what that is a short squeeze. It's an artificial price action on people who are being liquidated by shorting too much. I'm starting to be able to understand when a short squeeze happens and exactly how it looks like on a chart, because I see the charts every single day. So that was a short squeeze. And you can verify it. You can go look at Whalebot Rect and you can watch the shorts getting squeezed, and they got squeezed. Whenever a short squeezes like that and you're already in fear and everything, it's likely you're going to push right back to the downside. Like, it was likely that was a juiced move. You were still overbought, and so you still had to pay the piper. I said to my group at one point, like, we're still going to have to come down to the downside here. Like, the 1 hour is not going to bless you with, you know what, this time, I'm just not going to go down here. We're just going to stay up for the next 2 years. It doesn't happen like that. So once I saw this, I was cautioned. I was like, you know what? And look, I had already drawn the resistance here because we had these poles here up and down. So we had already had resistance posted, and bulls need 38,700 back. We got it back. We hit the resistance, and now let's play out what happened here on the 1 hour. 1 hour would give it all back and come down. When we got down here, though, the 1 hour was low again. The 15-minute was low again. I always enter a trade when the 1 hour and the 15-minute are low at the bottom of the pattern. At this point, I know this is insane, but at this point, you erase this from your mind. Let me show you. You erase this from your mind as if it never happened, okay? And you just trade this as if price action stayed inside of it the whole time. You get it? Okay? You erase that, and you play like price action stayed in a flag. And you would trade a flag if the 1 hour and the 15-minute are loaded. My trading style would. So I repeated back to the group. I said, you could probably trade this now exactly the same we were trading it before. Highly likely we could still get the move back to the upside. You know, we just need to stay back inside the pattern. But and that's something I teach all the time to my students, that it doesn't matter how bad you destroy the pattern. If you come back to a true angle, a true trend, and you hold that trend, you have some chances for a move to the upside, right? So then you see the move, boom, and let's see where we are now for Bitcoin, all right? So my trading style would have fed you that move no matter how difficult it was. You still could have stayed to brass tacks and got there. So we needed 38,700 back. The bulls have it back so far, okay? So far. We have resistance now here, and you can clearly see we have resistance. Like, you know, I can lower this, but like in the zone, you can see I can make it a zone, but we're up and down there. We have chop all in this area. So I'm going to move my resistance up to about 38,800. Bitcoin needs, the bulls need to get back above that. We have a secondary higher low. This is great. We've moved back into position on the bigger time frame. And when I, show what's going on here on the 4 hour, all right? I'm going to go to a bigger time frame for you right now. I have small time frames and big time frame charts, so I can keep things kind of where they are, right? So look, possible head and shoulder there, got negated, thank God, right? But there's a chance. I always like to point things out in case I missed it. But hey, that could be looked at like a possible head and shoulder. What's cool is it's kind of like a shoulder there, and then we bounce up, which is interesting. Also, if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you a fractal that may blow your mind, that may get you kind of, that may kind of get you going a little bit. A fractal that looks, they're not exactly the same, but they're somewhat resembling each other, and it's quite interesting. However, the 4 hour now, right? Let's get rid of this. The 4 hour now is trying to breach top trend line, and it can't. It's really that's resistance to me. Let's clean up this chart. I always tell everyone, my students, to be neat, right? I'll readjust here a little bit. But yeah, to me, like, we're in this zone here and getting very, very tight, okay? Very tight. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Are you in here for the long haul? Can I get a 333 if you're in crypto for the long haul? Are you ready to change your life through a bear market or whatever comes our way? Are you ready to stay tuned? Are you ready to work hard at whatever job you have, save every penny you have, and then use every single penny you have to get yourself out of whatever you're in? Say, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Shout out to the 333. Shout out to the lifers. Let's show the algorithm how strong we are. Let's blast the comments. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it booming. Like my voice through the frequencies. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Vibrational energy to the roof, baby. Because love is the strongest frequency, and they cannot beat us. They cannot beat us at our own game if we are always living in love. You cannot be taken down. The highest frequency in the world is love. So look at this here. Look at this resistance point here too. Look, we bounced. We tried to bounce. We bounced there. We're at resistance right here. So it's highly likely if Bitcoin can't get above the zone, or if we wake up or something, we head back down here, and we're coming back down here to the bottom of the channel. Okay? Pretty clear and cut as it is. 4 hour wants to roll over on you. It's not looking too pretty, is it? Let's take a look at the 1 hour. It's getting there. So what do you need to do? You just look left and you make support and resistance lines, and you're basically like, if Bitcoin can't break above these zones and show us signs of life here, it's likely it's faking ourselves out, hitting, or it could fake out, come back for a retest and bounce. So you're looking for either a boom above these two zones and a flag. I would then play that flag to the upside bullishly, or I would look at for a rejection, watch it come up. If I saw the 1 hour retrace and bounce, or the 7 minute to the 15 minute, if I was looking for a bounce there, I'd look for a smaller time frame. I look for the bounce off this local area here, which is 38,751. When that bounces, snatch it up for the retest, with a stop loss bound in here. Either you get stopped out for minimal loss, or either I get stopped out for minimal loss, or I ride the trade back up on a retest, which is the safest place to get into the trade. So I'm front running two ideas. It's a game of chess. Which way? The third scenario is that Bitcoin begins to roll over and comes down here. And at that point, if we come down here, I'll look at it for a long there, but not until then. Okay? And remember, when we get there, what they'll do, just like when we approach these lines, they make it funny. They'll get down here, and what they'll do is they'll probably make a bear trap here. And they'll flip it out of the pattern. They'll scare everybody. They'll flip it back in, maybe even bear retest, and then they'll flip it back out and boom. So you got to be careful not to get trapped in the short there. Anything is going to be, So we have three scenarios for Bitcoin. We're going to be watching it closely. The 7 minute and the 1 hour are going to be able to tell me how the 4 hour will most likely play. If we just go by probabilities alone, and we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times. We rolled over, rolled over, rolled over, rolled over, rolled over, rolled over. No, that wasn't a broken record. I said the same thing over and over again. It's highly likely we what? We roll over to the downside here. It's highly likely we what? We roll over to the downside. To the downside. In that case, we look at a short. Phantom 3S. So sad, but why not beat up on the coin that's already been beat up? Ooh, look at the short. Flash to the ground. Look, we talked about this short. It moved all the way up. Phantom did V-shape recover. But look, the short really kind of wants to bounce again to the upside. You can see it's oversold on the 1 hour. Sad to say, but if Bitcoin does do that move, this is something that's going to push to the upside regardless. You'll see the same types of moves coming. But this is something I'm going to look at too. I'm going to throw a bunch of shorts up at you right now. So I just gave the universe, not you, but I just gave the universe the key to the city for Bitcoin. I mean, exactly what I just said. You can basically map. You should map all three. What's really cool, let me show you. I can teach you something, but I just had an amazing epiphany right now. All right. You could basically make 3 charts for Bitcoin. Bitcoin USDT on KuCoin, USDT on Binance, USDT on Coinbase, right? So what you do, you make this, look at Render banging on them. Look at that. Banging on them. 21% gains. Render ripping to the upside. Render for gains. And shout out to my lifers. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. Lifers, we banging on them. Woo! While the whole world cries in their Satoshi tears, we take gains off Render. Bang, bang, bang. Let me adjust that. And we're out of the... Yeah, baby. Lifers, we banging. For gains, baby, gains. What a day, huh? What a day it is to be alive. What a Friday. What a Friday. What it feels like a Friday night. That's why I said it. That wasn't a slip. It feels like a Friday night for a Sunday night. Let's potty hotty like it's 1999, baby. Also, look at this. Let me show you something that could, creep you out a little bit here. You get a swing low here, don't you? You could say. You got a swing low here to the upside. What? Whoa. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Babe. I think my channel just... Babe. No, babe. Michael Pa just gave us $500, babe. Shout out to Michael Pa in the game. Michael Pa, please adopt me. Boom, Michael Pa, the legend. Shout out to Michael Pa in the game. $500 for the man, for the streamer. Go after your dreams, everybody, and you just might get a sugar daddy yourself. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Michael Pa. I love you with all my heart. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man. Shout out to Michael Pa in the game. Watch the balls. Let's watch the balls explode. 1, 2, boom. Whoa, that was a blast. Look at that. It definitely makes a splash there. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for watching the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just going to be a little bigger today. I'm a little bigger. I feel good. I feel ready. Render just blasted through my target. Right to the target. I mean, it's about to hit the target now at 195. Render to the upside. We called it for the gain, baby. We called it for gains. Who else pulls gains out on a Sunday night, the most volatile night in the world, when Bitcoin's the bed, when most people are freaking out, when most people have panic sold out of their minds? No. Why? Because if you were watching my channel 4 or 5 months ago, just an itty bitty little time ago, when you happened to get the algorithm to tap you on the little head and say, hey, this guy called the Crypto Lifers on, jump on in. And you were like, you know what, Algo? I'm going to watch this guy. He looks like he might have something going on here. He just got a $500 super chat. Maybe that's interesting to me. So anyway, you jump on into the live, right? And you're like, okay, cool. And I wasn't making fun of anyone with a voice like that. That's your inner voice. That's my inner voice. It's like a little, hey, Sammy, it's my little child, like my inner child. So I'm not making fun of anybody. That's you making fun of my inner child. So don't make fun of my inner child. All right? Let me have my inner child. Let me be myself there. But if we look at Bitcoin, right? USD here on Coinbase. And we were at the weekly chart. You would have seen this beautiful move to the upside here. Look at this. Swing up to swing up. swing down to swing down, okay? And that would have told you that we were going down because that's bearish divergence. At that point, I said, everyone, it's time to stable up. I did say to everybody, you know, I'm stabling up. And you know what? This has been a downtrend, and it started in November, right? But once we bottomed here and we started making these moves, we've taken a lot of gains out of the market. We really have. Like, I did show this yesterday, but it's like, it's absurd. Like, you know, and I'm not going to go over them in depth. I'm just going to scroll through them. But like, we just started this Discord on March 29th. It's been basically 1 month, right? 1 month. And, you know, or, you know, yeah. And here's all the gains through the month of March. It's pretty nuts, you know? You can just kind of, you know, and you can see before and afters. And every single one of these, the stop loss, you know, basically all you had to do is put a stop loss below the previous support line. And every single one of these would have hit. And I'm not guaranteeing that in your life. I'm just saying if you learn technical, these are all done by technical analysis. So if you get educated and you learn TA, I mean, you'll be able to pull off gains like this for your family, for your friends, for yourself. You will be the man of the block. People will know you. People will want to know you. Your family and friends will ask you to look at things every day. Hey, I got into Tesla. What is it? And you're going to be like, oh, that's in a double top. Like, I don't know, man. You know, you do whatever makes you happy, but that doesn't, you know, and you go from there. So shout out to everybody here. Jump on into the Discord if you want. The link's in the description below. If you don't, you can do it if you want to. You can do it if you don't. It's completely up to you. Shout out to anyone that jumps on in today. And you don't have to jump in through Patreon. You could jump in. And honestly, this could be a bullish megaphone. See this? This is a bullish broadening wedge. You know, nobody talks about these things until they happen. But there's a chance it is. I mean, yeah, we did break trend. You know, it is we broke trend and we're below it on the weekly. But we're starting to bend on the weekly here. You know what I'm saying? And I was showing everybody this. Like the last time we corrected here on the weekly, we ended up bending back to the upside for a monster move. Okay? Now we look at the 2-week chart, which I keep harping over, and like it's in the sweet spot. So, you know the title of the video today? What was the title of the video? And there's my man Crypto Love. Did you watch this video? I hope you did. If you're not watching Crypto Love, you're slipping. You're slipping. If you're not watching Crypto Love on the 1st of May, you may. That's the first thing you may do. That's the first thing you may do on the 1st of May is watch my man Crypto Love. So check him out. Let him know I love him to death. He's like a father to me. He's the godfather of my life. I love you. All right, a lot of man love going on right there. A lot of man love going on over here. All right, it's getting kind of hot and steamy in here. No, I'm just joking around. I love this guy though. He's awesome. He's the best. He's a good guy. He's like a really amazing person. He puts his heart where his mind is, where his mouth is, whatever. He lives a true life. He's a true person. He's the real deal. He's exactly what he is. He's the real deal, man. I love Crypto Love, man. And you know, YouTubers are a family because we go through a lot. We go through a lot to get where we're at. We're all kind of misfits that end up on YouTube somehow, some way, shape, or form. It's pretty weird, right? How we ever got here, how we had made a living out of this insane, where most people try and most people never get out. Even YouTube is like vicious. Most competitive space in the world. You can make it in YouTube. You can make it anywhere. I really believe that. It is highly competitive, you know? So I know this is crazy, but I'm just showing you signs here. Could even make this. We could come down. We could bounce here. Off these wicks are the lows. See that? See these wicks? That's a low point. And we even have this sweeping low here, right? So I'm just, you know. And what I'm showing you is this could be a falling wedge. All right. And I know this is crazy, but it could still be Sammy coming handy on Bitcoin to the upside. What if I was the only guy calling us Sammy coming handy? And what if we actually did capitulate down to 27,005, bounced off the 200-day moving average on the weekly, and made a massive bounce back up here to $78,000 on the cup and handy to the upside. These are just things I'm thinking about. These are ideas, you know. So the title of the video today, right? The title of the video today, when I look at it, right? What is that? Oh, yeah, sorry. Is if you're not doing this and you hold Bitcoin, shaking my head. And what I've been doing is I've been continuously buying Bitcoin. Shh, don't tell anybody, all right? I don't want anybody to know, all right? Keep it quiet, all right? This is a little secret, all right? This is a secret. If you're here, shh, turn your music down. Hey, wait, everyone, Danny, turn the music down. All right, listen. I don't want even my neighbors to hear this. I don't want anyone to hear this, okay? Listen. I'm an everyday average guy, okay? I got wealthy enough to quit my job, do whatever I'd like to do, start a YouTube channel, grind, right? Pursue trading. It gave me time in my life to take as many courses as I want, learn Fibonacci, learn everything I wanted to know about trading, okay? And I learned. And you know what I did, how I did it? I bought Bitcoin whenever this got into like the 22s, which was like yesterday and the day before and last week. You know, now it's a little higher. It's at 28, you know. It's a little more expensive to buy Bitcoin now than it was like, yesterday. Anyway, don't tell anybody this. Shh. Just keep this between me and you, okay? Okay? Just shh. Okay, but that's what I've been doing. Okay, it made me a lot of money. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know what we just had a little whisper farm there. So Phantom Short, if Bitcoin, this is just if and only if. I'm not guaranteeing this is going to happen, but I'm just drawing you a picture. Now, if this breaks down, that's great. That means Bitcoin's pumping and it's all well and good. But if this does not, in reverse, it means Bitcoin's heading back down on that 4-hour time frame like we showed you. So I've already showed you Bitcoin, okay? And now here we are. Here we are. So rude of me, right? So rude of me. How could I? How could I? However could I? Mother may I have that moment back in time. Shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I said, hey, is this on? I said, let's take a look at Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. Close. Shout out to everybody here on the Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. We've been blowing that thing away. Let's take a look at the weekly candle. You know what? There's some good, there's some bad things about the weekly. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. The next candle closes in 7 days and 0 hours, right? So just been 40 minutes since the weekly closed. The weekly candle just closed, all right? So we're fresh. We're 40 minutes in to the next week. Shout out to everybody here on the live, all right? So look at this. We're going to double click this. We're going to look at it in its entirety. All right, this is the weekly candle right here. This is it. This is all you need. Okay, so let's take a look at what happened. It opened at $39,448. The high was $40,794, so it only got to $40,794. The low was $37,000. It would test these lows in this wick that it had tested previously on March. You know, see that? About a month later. Pretty interesting. It would wick all the way back up. It would close right here, $38,475. It would go down $990. Okay, this is quite interesting. Quite interesting. Hold on 1 second. I think I hear something. What is that? What did you say? Oh yeah. You're gonna show them that tonight? I should show them that chart. Okay, maybe if they're lucky. How many likes do we need? All right, I'll let him know. All right, everyone. My man just said there's 284 people on the live. He's working for me. He just said, hey, man, I don't mean to bug you, but I know I know it's important. He said there's 286 people on the live. He said, but you only have 172 likes. He's like, maybe you should just tell the people to hit the like, And I was like, all right, I'll do it. So my man just said, so everyone, if you could make the guy who works for me and with me happy, man. He's doing his job, and then he'll feel comfortable asking me, it just. So he just said, hey, everyone, could you hit that like button? Bit of a cup and handle here on the weekly too. I didn't do this before. I'm just looking at it. It's a chance here that we do reverse. I mean, there's just a chance. I'm just saying. I'm just playing. Now we break these two zones, fine. Like, I'll become the bearish, and I'm still bearish. I'll tell you when I become bearish. When you break the 200-day moving average on the daily time frame, I'm a bear. Strictly. Like, when price action is below the 200, I'm bearish, right? See that? Price action below the 200-day moving average, specifically the 4-hour too. We need to get above it. Like, once we got above it here, it was good here. We got above it. I thought we were on our way. We came back below it. We are getting close, though. We are getting tight. And when the moving averages get tight, that's my indication for a massive move up. Okay? Look what we're also seeing. I'm going to show you something quite interesting to me. All right? You do see, look, this shoulder, this head, and this possible right shoulder. It's kind of a head and shoulder pattern there. However, it's steamrolling to the downside here, to trajectory. And we look at the RSI, and it's steamrolling to the upside in trajectory. This thing is moving up while that's moving down. That's telling me that we're attempting to bottom here, and we're getting a higher low than that. Even on this area here, we're getting higher lows since January. So until we break this low here, you see it? See this low right here? You know, as a trader, you have a low, you have a higher high. You have a low, you have a higher high. You have a low, so all we need to do is put in a higher high. You know, and a lot of people are saying 47K. I say forget that. I don't know who's saying that. You know, and I guess you could say whatever you like. But to me, it's here. It's the golden zone here. 48,500. To me, it's 48,500 or bust, baby. It's 48,500 or bust. We get to, even if we see a huge pump, you see a huge pump, and we go boom, and you get to roll over on the daily, and we start to roll over again, and we're just in the bear flag yet again. Okay? And we're bear flagging through it. So I got you covered. I just played chess with the next 10 hours, gave you 3 scenarios to watch. The smaller time frames are going to give you what's going to happen. Like boom, boom, boom. You know? 5 weeks down, has Bitcoin done that before? I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen 5 weeks straight of Bitcoin, you know? Like because you're still here. Don't like just because you feel good. Like because you're still here. Shout out to C. Love you, C. Crypto Lifer Changer. Start using them cup and handles. Once you have one hit for 100% right to the market maker, you will be a believer. Poor Phantom. Nicely said, C. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And I got my lemon water. You know I'm drinking my lemon water. I got my honey. $48,500 for Bitcoin. You know, and then this actually, the measured move for this is 51,500. So we could make it. Wag me, baby, wag me. Can you do a crow analysis? Shout out to Matthias Bayer. With all the new institutional money coming in and all the money coming off the exchanges, it's a good sign that we are very close to the bottom. Retail can only sell off so much before they run out. I know, there's no retail left, man. They're gone. Bonilla 420, 30K coming in May. Fed will threaten 75-point rate hike for June, and there will be the catalyst. It's possible. Anything could happen. Shout out to Bonilla 420. Anything could happen. You know what? I'm open-minded, man. I'm ready for 10K. I'm ready for 14K. I'm ready for it. If it happens, I'll be ready to go. In 2014, 5 red weekly candles. That I can find. Yeah, it was like, it's few and far between. Thank you for the 228 lovely lifer likes. Just one click truly helps the lifer community and helps others find the lifer's knowledge. TA will be critical Tuesday. Shout out to Michael Pa. We love you. I'll be here, Mike. I will not let you down, Mike. Present and accounted for, my friend. Ready to go. I don't take days off. I'm here to work. Can you look at ACH? It capitulated badly. Michael Pa, that is for sure. Either way, I'm ready to keep packing my wallet with sats. Shout out to Chase. You got the right action, man. Price action kind of stalled out right now. I tried to put title on the radar yesterday, Sam. Thank you. Someone said that to Sam a few weeks ago during the live, and it's been a joke ever since. When you read Lifer's testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Hit the Discord. Jump on into the Discord server where you can see the gains and the testimonials. You can make your own decision whether you want to jump on into a trading group. This is the best time to jump on in. Bear markets make multi-millionaires. Bull markets make people a few hundred grand, couple million. Bear markets make people billionaires. So the bear market, the lowest time, these consolidation, the low prices. If you're not bargain hunting, then you're tripping. You know what I'm saying? If you're not bargain hunting, you're getting wrecked. In my opinion, it's one of two things. You're either bargain hunting or you're getting wrecked. or you're swing trading with the lifers in and out every day, just banging on them, not keeping your capital tied up in the sewage. Just getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. This could be a long consolidation move here. Could take us all the way, you know? Where's that saying to? How far does it go? I mean, past July, August, I mean, you know, anything is possible. I'm just painting a funky picture here. Super Chats, Vic, CELR, and ACH. We're also going to take a look here at the Dow Jones tonight. Is it red? We'll see. Look, it's finally up 52 points. Dow futures starting to make a bit of a move here, turning green. Do we get the reversal as suggested? We're going to take a look at Dow futures for a split second. Why not? Why not? Jump in. Okay, sorry, everybody. Let me just get this going here. Baby, you make a banana bread? It smells great. Ah. Freshly baked banana bread while you're streaming? I mean, how could you even think clearly? It smells like amazing. So here's a funky idea I have for GMT. Again, my TA is different than most. But again, I've been playing with the market maker who's been playing with me for a long time. And what he does is he breaks my patterns, breaks back in, breaks my patterns, breaks back in. He's like a criminal that keeps breaking into my house. But he keeps leaving my house exactly the way he left it in the first place. And he always leaves me a clue. And he leaves me a way to find my way back home. And there's an idea here that we're double bottoming when GMT could push to the upside. Look at the momentum here, you know? And, you know, your falling volume with falling price suggests we could have a reversal. Look at resistance, 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 bounce. So that's an SR flip if you can hold it. If you don't, fine. You get stopped out and it breaks down to the downside. But could possibly be a symmetrical triangle. And remember what I just taught you. If price action breaks out, you just delete like it ever happened. You just act like it's not happening and look at it like it's just a brand new pattern again. Ready to make a move back to the upside. Bitcoin just did this, remember? It broke out, broke back in. Will GMT do the same thing Bitcoin just did? Bitcoin broke out, broke back into the pattern, and then broke back out of the pattern again. So can you take the lesson that Bitcoin just taught you, and can you place that in on GMT? That is the question. Can you learn how to be versatile in the game? Can you take information from one place and put it on another? Can you break bread with yourself every single day? Can you make terms with the market? Are you in control of your emotions? Are you freaking out all the time? Are you moonboying everything to the moon? Are you realizing that you have to learn how to trade to be successful in this market? That you just cannot wing it. You cannot just wing it and hodl. That's not going to work out every single time. You got to learn how to trade, and if you do not, you will fall to the wayside like every trader that has. Like every trader that couldn't keep up the $99 payment in the group. As small as it is for what we give, I feel so bad for those people. I really do. Because these are the best times where when you're poor and you're down and out and you don't have a lot of chips, you need to take advantage of bear markets. You need to take advantage of, even if you don't get down yet, you need to be watching the market and you need to be around people that are watching the market closely. You need to be putting in the work and the hours. Through that discipline, through that patience. And that's what I did. Yeah, I got burned in 2017 like most people. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, a little better. But then I went through the pain and I joined a trading group because I realized I didn't know everything I needed to know. And I went through the work. 4 years, I paid $99 every single month. Every single month. And I just kept working at it. And I just kept trading. And you know what? When the months were really bad and we were in a bear market, I just would trade with $5,000 or $2,000. And I'd make my trades really small. But I would never not learn. I would always trade. Sometimes I would just take $500 and use $50 trades when the market was horrible just to learn how to trade. I never gave up on the market. I made sure I was connected to the market. And look where I ended up today. Okay? So if you push forward at the speed of light, you know, but if you push forward with discipline, desire, and dedication, the 3Ds, discipline, desire, it's first the desire, then it's the discipline, and then it's the consistent dedication. That will get you there, but nothing else will get you there. Jumping out of a trading group until you become financially free, to me, is the worst thing you can be doing. The trading group needs to get you out, okay? Even if it is expensive, and I know. And even if it's not mine, join some other, you know, or get the knowledge you need. And maybe you got the knowledge and you're able to do it on your own. If that's what I did for you, then thank you. I appreciate you. And I get it. The bird will fly out the nest. I appreciate that. But shout out to everybody here that's kicking it, that's putting in the work, because, man, I got my butt whipped by this market so many times. And it didn't matter. It did not matter. I came back until it paid me. I came back until it paid every single mistake back that I ever made. And I believe that it could for everybody else, but you got to put in the work. Got to be there. Got to want it. Got to want it. It's not a pipe dream. It's not going to happen on its own. You need to be the change in your life. It's going to be the hardest thing you ever did to fly with the Eagles. It's going to be the hardest thing you ever did to fly with the Eagles. I'm telling you right now. But once you break free and you get out of the nest and you begin to fly, my God, oh my golly gee, oh my. Once you begin to fly, you have no idea where life could take you. You'll look in the mirror years from now and look at the face that you see in the mirror and you won't recognize who that person is. You'll be the person that you always dreamed of being, and you'll just be consistent every day. When you say something to yourself, you will listen, you will believe in it. I was talking to my friend today and I said, you know, the worst, what is depression? What is hell in life? Hell is saying something and knowing in your heart of hearts that you're not going to do it. That was me for a long time. Hey, Sam, you're going to shoot a movie. You're going to get it done. Okay, I'd shoot it even, get the footage, and never edit it, never finish it. You know what I'm saying? So, like consistency will break you free of anything in life. Look, here's an inverted head and shoulder. XPR does want to push to the upside. Look at the move here on the 4-hour time frame. 21% gains possibly coming. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour's a little high, so that's not when I would be jumping in, right? But it is something I would look at on this time frame. Take a look at the 15-minute as well. I put an alert down here on the 15-minute. That's if when that alert hits, I'll take a look at it. No need staring at it. XPR. Remember lattice token? We went over it yesterday. Let's see what it's doing. Stayed inside the pattern barely, but it's tight. It's still tight in this pattern. See that? Look at that. And honestly, it's oversold here on the 1 hour, right? Look at that. Oversold in the 4 hour. This thing's looking sweet. And it doesn't have to be in this one that I put it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it kind of fell out of it. But what it can be is in the bigger pattern. And I would pattern trade. Look, up, down, up, down. This is where pattern trading comes into key hand. When the market's iffy, the pattern isn't. The pattern's still there. You pattern trade. You know, you learn how to pattern trade. So that's a pattern trade to me to the upside. All right? How someone would really take this is they would take that candle to those candle tops, these candle tops, and that's really what you see. It's kind of a bull flag in a way. I know it's crazy. Suggest that there is your measured move. I just did this for render, and I couldn't believe it. The market wasn't looking great, but I do the TIC. That's another thing. My mind says, no way, the market's horrible, Bitcoin's whack. But I'm like, but you got low stochastics, and you're in a pattern that breaks to the upside. You know, you have what's called an emerging cup and handle here. There's the cup, there's your handle. Possible move to the upside here. I've seen this happen many, many times. So I'm just pointing this out. 4 hour and 1 hour are both oversold too as well in what I call the sweet spot. And then I put my stop loss basically outside the pattern. You know, if it breaks the pattern, then I don't want to be in the pattern anyway. What the heck do I care? So I love trades that, like, when the traditional thing happens, it makes you not want to be in the pattern anyway. So, like, why even hang out? Like, why even take it there? You know, I would have to be somewhere there. Like, I would almost bring that to this point right there, that, like, middle point. See? And what I'm showing you here is this area. See, rejection, a little right there. You can hide out right there in that one spot. Bam. And that's 387 risk to reward ratio. Okay. And that's how I find a trade that's possibly highly likely to break to the upside. All right. And we get it right here. Make sure, yeah, it's still a 324. Measured move is 145. And that's just with the technical analysis. Will this go up to the upside? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't trade what I think is going to happen. That's not a good idea. I trade what the stochastics tell me. The stochastics tell me, yes, that this has like an 80% chance of a break to the upside tonight. Based on, and I've back-tested the strategy and used it for a long time. I've used it on my channel day in and day out. It's how I just made gains on render. So how did I just make render gains? Same way I may make gains on LTX tonight. You know what I'm saying? Again, Bitcoin could ruin the trade at any given moment. I just want everyone to know that. Bitcoin takes a huge dump right now. It takes it all the way down to the downside. You know what I'm saying? Do you have Dogelon Mars Elon t-shirts to wear on the show, Sam? No. Do you want to send me one, man? That'd be awesome. Send me one, man. P.O. Box 320. Send one to Sam Price or Crypto Lifer. Both ones now. Crypto Lifer. P.O. Box 320-373, West Roxbury, Mass. 02132. Send me a Dogelon Mars shirt. I'll wear it. It's one of the strongest coins throughout this whole market. It really has been a strong coin throughout the market. Let's take a look at our baby Elon. And we got Dow futures cooking for us. If you are into the Dow, we got the Dow futures cooking. Ooh, just slipped down 26 points. Will it turn red during the live? It just may. You never know. Let's look at our baby Dogelon. Wow, it's on bigger exchanges too, which is quite interesting. So when I'm looking at Dogelon is, could this be, let me switch this here. Could this be a bullish retest of the top trend line? It could. You know, it could. Breaks back in, that's sad. It will be bearish. But if it can hold this zone and bounce back to the upside, that would be amazing. It's in a falling wedge that's trying to make a move out. Right? Dogelon more. So if Bitcoin can break out somewhat bullishly, doesn't look too likely based on what we're looking at on that 4-hour time frame, right? But as I said, anything is possible. Dogelon Mars. Am I saying that's a good trade? I don't know. Hey, Sam, sounds kind of low. I'm super loud right now. Super loud. Insane loud. Loudest I've ever been, man. You'll be all right. You'll figure it out. I think you'll get there. You will get there. You will get there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I use Lux Algo to confirm some of my TA. Great indicator. Have you used it before? Yeah, and then I just got rid of it. Yeah. I don't use other people's indicators. Sorry, I'm very biased against other indicators. Turn the music up. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. We love you, Wayne. I love how you said that. That's a real lifer in the game. What about Dogecoin? Shout out to Lane Hughes. In my opinion, Dogelon Mars represents Elon Musk as a Shiba Inu billionaire icon. Interesting. I mean, the TA suggests that Dogelon Mars is going to rip. Like, a lot of coins are way down here at their previous lows. Right? But he buys Twitter and Dogelon Mars starts making higher highs. You see this? Higher high. I'm just saying it's 1, 2, 3, 4th higher high in a row. Okay? I'm just saying, you know. And look at the daily getting down for a possible retrace. And I'm showing you that the 1 hour, right, is pushing up here. The 4 hour is over, you know, has momentum, and you're kind of at a place where you would do what's called a bullish retest. And I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just, you know, just suggesting the idea that there's a chance that Dogelon Mars could make a bit of a move here, you know. But we shall see. Anything is possible. We will never know for sure, okay? We'll never know for sure. Only time will tell. Everyone wants to know what Ape's doing. Who doesn't want to know what Ape is doing? Everybody wants to know what Ape coin is doing. And it took the dump on the land sale as suggested. Right, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break to the downside. Let's take a look at it here. I try to make right what was right. And look, this was what right. Look, broke out, broke back in, broke out again. Right? Measured move is the length of the pole down to there. That's your measured move. That's basically where you're going. Sometimes you don't hit the measured move when the 200-day catches the price. Not too shabby, right? So there's a chance here that we could start to make a move here. So that's what happened. We know what happened. We know our high. I called the $20 ape for a long time. People didn't believe me. You go back and watch my channel. I'm sitting here drawing this. I'm drawing that. And I actually didn't even believe it. But like, look, it's kind of crazy, but that's exactly where we went too. $26 ape. Pretty nuts. Let me see. I look for all the times that I put ape out because I probably posted it. I don't know how many. Like 100 times, but let's see. There's one right there. There's one. That one was beautiful. It moved very nicely. There's ape out of there. Ape high risk. See, here we go. I'm talking at 8. I got an 18 target there. And this is when nobody had a target like that. You get it? 18.25. This is when everyone's down here playing games at 11. Never got stopped out. We showed you these things banged on them. Like, it's just crazy, man. People don't realize the gains that we made. I think because they focus so much on the fear that they're not like they're not paying attention, you know? And when the rising wedges breaks up to the upside and it goes parabolic, it makes what's called the parabola. All right, so you make the parabola, and you must keep the parabola. Once you break the parabola, look, that's what it did. It bearishly retested the parabola. Now I'm learning so much. See, fell down, tried to get back in the parabola. And at that point, I mean, the parabola, you could really push it up because it has to cup. And yeah, so like it tried to get back into the parabola, but at that point, it had broken the parabola too much. And rejection by the parabola, double bottom to the downside. And that's what happens, okay? Got to pay attention. Got to pay attention, okay? Also, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but, right? What is it? I've been taught this by the harmonics, right? Hold on. See if I can pull it off. I never did this before, but I pick up on things pretty fast, but it's like, you see it, it's the butterfly, like, I don't know, but you'll, and that's kind of, I mean, it's, yeah, anyway. What you're looking for is the 1.418, right? Like here, where is it? 1.14, this is when I'm being taught, right? Anyway, I'm always studying other things. We'll get back to that at another time, all right? At another time. Obviously, I don't have it down, so I don't need it. I just like to see what other people do and then back test it whenever, whenever I get a little bit of a chance. I don't get much of a chance, but whenever I get a little bit of a chance. Shout out to all of my YouTubers still with me. Jason Casper, Crypto Face, ATB, Around the Blockchain, Crypto Revolution. Shout out to all my YouTubers still with me, baby. So look, we thought about this breaking to the downside. I actually never put this out. I was playing with it on my own, but one day I went to put it out. I saw this one day, and I went to put it out, and then I said, yeah, but what if it's doing this, Sam? And I said, let me just not say anything and draw this. And look, it did exactly what I was thinking it would do. Came to the downside here, right? The domed house down to the downside, could be making a cup and handle here at Meteor Governance. The group is filled with savage hunters. I look forward to banging it out any day, no matter the market. My hunger keeps on growing. Can we check out TRVL? Looks like a ripper, maybe. I love people like Bill McDonough because we're savage. And if you want to be savage, then you keep up with us. If you don't want to be savage, then hey, it is what it is, man. Look, we talked about this wedge probably breaking out, and look, wow, it did unbelievably so on a wick. That's insane. So look, the 4 hour does have momentum to the upside. It's in this falling wedge here. Does want to break up. Got a little bit of bullish divergence there. Swing down to swing down. That's not swinging down as hard. Not as hard there, dude. Not as hard there, dude. Yeah, dude. Jordan Cameron guy. We're both from Massachusetts. What are the odds? The two best, most entertaining crypto YouTubers ever in the history of YouTube, both from Massachusetts. I mean, it's not a coincidence. Hardest, honest working guys in the game. The Jordan and Sam show. We're going to have a cartoon coming out next. Yeah. No. So take a look here. Like, this is also some bullish divergence. It's like Class C, though. Swing down here, but then the chart swings down, but not as bad. See that? And then you get a blast to the upside. I'm from Haverhill. Shout out to my man. Shout out to all the awesome people. Love the shib. Thank you. East Jordan. Thanks, East. You're right. Lifers shouldn't ask other lifers what they have in their portfolios. If they offer, that's different. Massive Trading Inc. Shout out to Mr. Smurfington in the house. There he is. There's my guy. What's everyone's thoughts on this week's FOMC meeting? Market direction after expected 0.5 BPS rate hike. I think it's getting put in. Like, we're front running the rate hike right now. I believe the market is already front running the rate hike. That's what I think is happening. I think what's happening right now is the rate hike. When the rate hike happens, I think nothing's going to happen because we already know about the rate hike. So people are selling pre-rate hike. So I think it's priced in already. I think the rate hike is priced in. What do you guys think? Let me put out a poll here. Let's put out a poll. Is the rate hike priced in? It's a great question. I mean, everybody knows what's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then the market's going to boom. How about that, right? So is the rate hike priced in already? Okay. First thing we're going to ask. Okay. And then we're going to, And so it's up there. The poll is there. Check it out. Is the rate hike priced in already? I believe it is. Sure it is. Michael Paz with me. Markets are efficient. I believe that's what happened the last 3-4 days. They're like, all right, rate hike's coming. Oh, yeah, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. Also, you had expiration on the monthly for the futures for Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? It always kind of rattles the cage a little bit. My question is, how could it not be predefined? Markets are efficient. Exactly. I see what you're saying. Like, how could it not be priced in already? Because we're all psychic, and we've already felt the energies, and our vibrations have come out into the charts. Michael Pa at Two you got it, man. You got it, Michael. I think the wheels are turning in that man's head. That man is building spaceships. He's building castles in the sky, my friends. He's building castles in the sky. 309 people on the live, 276 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. You know, EXRD, the last coin standing. Can it continue to hold the zone? We haven't been stopped out yet. We're still holding the zone. EXRD for 16% gains. I like the DCA in at this point to projects that I really like. I like Wild. I do like Naka, even though it's getting beat to the ground. The Fed can take a hike. We're leaving them back in the Stone Age, eating dust. My man, Billy, I love you. It's not priced in because the average person doesn't watch the markets unless it's already dropped 20%. And we aren't there yet. Mike Dole. So there you go. I mean, that's what we're here for, man. I like everybody's opinion. I respect it all. Are you ready for 75 basis points in June? The Crypto Clan. We need more banks to stock up on Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think if the basis hikes get too high, people are going to freak out and they're going to be nowhere to go. And if the stock market tanks, they're going to jump into Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's going to get more scarce, and more scarce people are going to be like, what do I do? And then at one point, they're going to realize, you know what? Or you think the whole market, the whole world's just going to tank. They got everyone salivating for USD, and we're going to go to the downside and take just a nasty dump down. So, you know. So what's the final stance for me for Bitcoin tonight? What am I looking at here? Well, we're at previous big-time resistance here. And we need to break above it. Hands down. Okay? That's it. Go to the beginning of the live stream if you want to see exactly what to do. Right? We could be bearishly retesting this here. I mean, bullishly retesting the top of this trend line. See that? SR flipping on the bounce there. But we'd have to hold that. And we can't break below 38,000. And we got to get back above here. And at the end of the day, we need to break above 40K to remain bullish. You know? Okay? That's what we're looking at. Can this rising wedge break back up, and how high will it go? 68% chance that you should get a bounce here to the measured move. But you could just get rejected there. So nothing huge. Daily's heading back down, but it's got a bullish cross here coming. 2 good green days on the daily, trying to fight for its worth here. Daily needs to get back above daily resistance right there with those 2 candle closed, 40,500. All right. And I've already spent so much time on Bitcoin and the weekly and all that fun stuff. 40K or take a dump. Yeah, I agree with you. If the meeting establishes a rate hike of 50 basis points or lower, we dip quick and then we pump, in my opinion. Anthony C. 38.7 has been a big line in the sand for Bitcoin like 4 or 5 times in the last year or so. It really has. 38.5 has been a big deal. Global recession, baby. The Crypto Clan. World dumping dollars. Billions need somewhere to go. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Marcus. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. So look, and this is why I'm going to jump back in here to the dollar index. We're going to take a close look at it here. And look, it's tweezer topping on the daily. It's dumping. Everyone says that it's bullish and we're going to see more, but I just keep tracking it and I just keep like, that's bearish, you know? And then when we go to the 2-week chart, which is my baby cake, you can see that we're at previous big time, big boy, heavy duty resistance. Okay? The resistance for Bitcoin, la 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 la, right? And so, you know what? If we breach this, fine. We break 103, you see a 106, 105, and we see it for like a week or two, fine. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong, but like every time the 2 weeks been here, and we've been this high above the dotted line here, above the dotted line here, above the dotted line here, above the dotted line. I mean, we have taken a massive dump to the downside. So I can only just go on where we're at, which is heavy resistance for the dollar on the 2-week chart. Okay. Also, when I really put in perspective, it's in this, and I don't use wicks, I use candle bodies, something like this. And to me, that's a symmetrical triangle. We can break up or down, you know, and we could just break back into this and then dump to the downside. Could even be in a bullish rectangle here. A broadening wedge, a bearish broadening wedge. Like this. We're headed back down, and then we could see, you know, who knows? But right now, I believe rejection is coming right here. Let me open this up and like really give you a look at it. That's what I see happening here, everybody. Rejection for the dollar index. You can see it so clearly. Don't hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? It is a double bottom. Does have a measured move to the upside. But, you know, you're at heavy resistance and you're overbought. Well, anything could happen. I just got to point this out on the dollar index. Okay? I just got to point this out. All right? So I realize half my screen should be further up and not further down. Forgive me for that. Okay? Someone sent me this hoodie. The guys at Rude Limit. Shout out to Rude Limit. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Go to rudelimit.com. Check out their awesome stuff. Shout out to the people over at Rude Limit. Thank you for the Crypto Lifer hoodie that you guys sent me, I believe, on my birthday or Christmas. Very, very nice of you. I don't wear it enough. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Very nice. I hope the dollar index goes down. Daily is still going up. It's mental on the DXY. XLM at a short-term rising wedge. The Fed wants to break the resistance of the people. Rex Gordon, BRMC. Thanks, man. Yep, they do. They're trying. They're trying as hard as they can. You know, they're trying as hard as they can. Bitcoin 3L in a bit of a move here. Interesting. So let's take a look at the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. And we go over it every single day here on the live. And we talk about it, right? And we talk about the levels that are important. And look, we did bounce off my resistance. Look, I have this drawn for a reason. We tweezer bottomed here, made a beautiful move back to the upside. This could be a giant double bottom here too as well. I mean, even 1, 2, 3. I mean, and you still made a higher low compared to that went lower. That's still holding on to a higher low from there, and there. I mean, it's 4 higher lows in 5 higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 higher lows in a row. You desperately need to put in a higher high to remain a trend. That's how trends work. So until you put in a higher high, you're not bullish. So 2.17 trillion, baby, we're coming for you. Falling wedge to the downside, we're coming to the upside, we're coming for you. All right, we'll get rid of this in here. Sorry about that. Whoa. Sorry, I got the wrong button. Take out my moving averages for a second. And so what you see here is just, you know, and what we want to do is we want to break out of this channel back to the upside. Okay. This is what we're looking for. Massive move back to the upside. Can we get it? That's what we want to see. Okay. We got to go level by level again. And now resistance is 1.8 trillion, you know, and this is how it happens. We break this, we're going back down to the wickage area here, right? So it is still a higher low on the daily. You see that compared to down back here. So just pointing out facts. I'm not being a moon boy. Everyone thinks, oh, he's a moon boy now. Then I talked about 7K. Everyone says I'm a bear boy. I'm just showing you the facts of the charts every day. I'm just building your informational toolkit. Okay. Just building your informational toolkit. All right. All right. Look at this. Look at Bitcoin here. 2-week chart. Weekly. Gaussian channel. 5-day. Check this out. And this is just something we got to talk about. 5-day Gaussian channel. We're sitting here back in 2018. All right. We deal with this. We fall below the medium line. We play in here. We fall out of the Gaussian channel. We go into a bear market. Okay. We pump back up to that false high, you know, 14K. Come back down. We play with the Gaussian channel. When we fall out of it, we have a nasty drop to the downside. Okay. This turns red when we get in. When it turns green, we're off and running for a bull run. Okay. So the Gaussian channel has turned red. We've been rejected by the medium line. We're beginning to fall out of the Gaussian channel. We're getting rejected by the Gaussian channel. Every time we've done this, 50% drop for Bitcoin. 50% drop from 38K is about 14. Is about, right? 15 is about 19,000. That is a $20,000 Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin's never hit the previous high. And maybe it just sweeps the all-time lows, and maybe it just jumps back into the Gaussian channel. Okay. But I'll be watching it closely, and I'd like to see a move back into the Gaussian channel, please. If not, I have to turn bearish. There's nothing else I can do. I have to turn bearish. There's nothing else I can do overall, right? And I have to hold my money for a lower price. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attempt to buy the cheapest Bitcoin possible, okay? Too many are losing confidence in the dollar. They will do anything to build it, including war. Oh, too late. I know, right? Feds are trying to collapse it. Hey, the Gaussian channel. The Crypto Guapo Glow. The Gaussian channel. Gaussian. I would love a serious candidate for president campaign on phasing out the Federal Reserve. So many have. And they've all been independent and liberals, you know. Gary Johnson, everyone laughed at him. That's what he ran on. You know what I'm saying? Bang, 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 you know. So just something to think about, you know. Traded the Gaussian channel, kind of a simple thing. It's a very simple way to just show a beginner. Simple idea here. You know what I'm saying? Simple idea here. All right. Here's our indicator, the lifer indicator. What's crazy, it's giving a buy right now. I'm putting our indicator to the test. We're just back testing it and we're trying it out. Right now, it's telling us to buy Bitcoin. The indicator is telling us it's time to buy Bitcoin on the 5-day chart. It's giving us a stop loss below 31,100. We even have, the indicator even gives you where to put your stop based on institutional support and resistance. It's insane. Gives you highly likely where you have another retention zone, right? Where the institutions may want to sell off, okay? This is a beautiful thing, right? And we kind of back tested the 12. What is this? Like the 200 and the 21-day moving average kind of intertwine. Okay. So when you get away from the, you know, you want to come back to it, moving. It's not the exact same strategy. Okay. When you look at the daily chart or the weekly, that's what it was. I got to look at it on a different asset. There we go. It'll load in a second. Come on. Yeah. See this line here, Bitcoin does not like to go below this line. When it does touch it or go near it, it tends to be a catalyst. If we break below it, fine, bear market, bear market. Here we went below it in that boom, and the rocket ship gave us the indication. So it called that bottom there, okay? The last time, it's very sparing about the rocket ship. It didn't even call this as a bottom. But, and look at the Williams. This is the Williams at the bottom here. Green called the bottom. Green called the bottom areas here, right? Another touch there, so a little move. Green called the bottom, and green called the bottom with the secondary touch on the move there, just like that. What it's saying is, I mean, like, and this has been accurate for like, look, it called the bottom there on the green. If we go all the way back at like $230, it called the lowest low right there. So this is Bitcoin in its entirety since 2009, all right? It called the low right there. If I go back in time and zoom in, you will see it called the low right there at like something like $100 or something. Every time this went down into the green zone, I think right there we might have gotten a lower low than that one time. Let me zoom in and double check. We're going to go back in, and this is what we do in this channel. We take it all the way to exactly what needs to be done here. We build our own indicators, number one. We don't use anybody else's. We build our own indicators from scratch, right? That is the Williams. I mean, we take some other ideas, but the Williams won't look like that unless you back engineer it in the way we did. So look at this. Also, look, I can see the weekly, RSI and SRSI, and I can see if it's a thumbs up, okay, or a thumbs down. You see that? They give me, all right, well, the weekly's in our right spot. The 3 days in a good spot. The daily's all right. The 24-hour is not in the best spot. Isn't that funny? Funny. You know, you want these both to be low, right? So it's just interesting. So look, we got a low here, and then it did. There was a lower low on the green. So there could be a lower low on the green. It did right there. It did miss it. It did miss it. I have to give it there. But it's still called the absolute bottom there. Okay. Didn't give rocket ships there, but maybe the rocket ships have to take time. Okay. Gave a rocket ship at the pandemic low, which is amazing. And it's given us a rocket ship right here where we're at, right? I love of course we have rocket ships on our indicator. Why not, right? It's telling you that was your bottom there. And we're retesting the bottom again on the weekly, and we're about to move back to the upside. It says the weekly chart and the support there on the 2 week, but we shall see. Anything is possible. I'm just, you know, once this becomes stronger 20 years from now, this could be one of the main indicators that anybody uses. Watch this become the lifer indicator. People are like, remember that guy, the lifer? We want to become famous in the industry. We want to become known. We want to become legendary. This is how you do it. You call the bottom with your own indicator live on your own channel, and you go from there. You know what I'm saying? And you make headwinds. So this indicator, and again, we're testing it out. Let's see. What if this is the best way to test it? It's to tell you the truth, it'll pump tomorrow, but will fall after that. A good indicator. Can I buy it? Hello, fam. I just joined the trading group. I am looking forward to learning new things and maybe making some cash. Shout out to Francisco the Christian. We love you, brother. What indicator is this? I just joined the Lifer trading group. Shout out to Max Schultz for jumping in. Shout out to everyone who just jumped on in today. Appreciate you for jumping on into the trading group today. Smart people. If you just jumped on in, you guys have work to do. Please go to the boot camp. Please go to the boot camp here, Crypto Boot Camp. Watch all these videos immediately so you can kind of get in tune with what I'm doing. My charts will make more sense to you. Everything will make sense. Everything that I'm posting will make more sense. Jump into the boot camp. Please watch these videos as soon as you can at the end of the live stream, if you may. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We could be at the bottom. I think that's where Michael really went all in. Ha ha ha. Yeah, baby. Shout out to Anko Kutsi Butsu, my man. 10,000 indicators, but people end up with price action. I agree. I use price action all the time, Hamza Rahman. I heard every indicator you add decreases your portfolio by 10%. That's funny. I'm kind of the similar way, to be dead honest. Like, that's why it's like I'm a brass tacks, even Steven kind of guy. Like, I teach just this easy, no, like, you don't need any of this, you know. However, if what I do is I look at what I end up doing a lot is I end up looking at multiple time frames, and what this indicator does is just makes it easier for me to see multiple time frames at once. That's all it does. It doesn't like change my trading style. It doesn't help everything. It doesn't make life perfect. You know, I do feel more comfortable with my old school way, like the way my OCD. I have OCD. You know, like this is telling me that you're gonna come down here just pattern trading 101. If you just like don't fight the feeling and says you're coming down here to the bottom of the pattern, and then you're kind of could break out, right? So it's telling you you're gonna test these 30K lows, 29,000, like, you know, and the weekly still has some momentum to go before it does that. So it's like pretty spot on that probably could happen. There's a chance we get saved, right? And that's kind of what everybody's saying. Like, and if we do or we don't or we do, it doesn't matter, you know. And I told you exactly how to trade Bitcoin earlier today and what time frame to look at, and you can go back into the beginning of the live stream to figure that out. It's going to give you the code to Bitcoin. Like, true in my trading group, everybody, if you wake up tonight and you don't know what's happening for Bitcoin, please just watch the beginning of this video. It's going to show you every single thing to do. I'm going to show you 3 scenarios for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you how to watch the Stokes. And it's going to tell you exactly. And then I showed you 3S tokens that could go up in case. If not, you know, I'll post a few other ones that look nice. You know, is this normal? This guy tells every scenario can happen with Bitcoin. Shout out to Nawid Ramidi. Sorry, where are those videos you said in your Discord? In the boot camp, man. I just asked myself after making profit, is it more likely to go up or down? BHS is a sleeping giant. I don't know. Ruff's tokens, folks, in my opinion. Your style obviously works out well. Yeah, you know, someone called me last night and said, man, don't listen to the trolls ever again when they attack you on the channel. He said, just keep doing you. He's like, people that watch you know it works. Just, you know, you don't have to justify yourself. He's like, don't do that. He's like, you don't owe any of those people anything. So I said, thank you. I said, thank you. I just use Stoke right now, but would love to have that one, Mark Whitfield. Your style obviously works out well. I think so, right? I think so. See, something's going right. Okay. Also tell people, if you just keep searching for the next coin, you're going to win. If you just work so hard that no one works harder than you, you're going to win. It's simple. Anything in life, find out who's working, find out what the hardest working is, and then work as hard as that, if not harder. Look around a bit. Does anyone work this hard? Compare yourself to the rest of the world. And if you're working harder than 90% of the world, you're going to win. Pretty simple strategy, in my humble opinion. You know? Let's take a look at the VIX. The volatility on the S&P. Look, we had a falling wedge for a break to the upside. It did great, right? Look at that. Nice move. Cup and handle. Interesting, right? I mean, you could trade the cup and handle anywhere at any time. You could short the Dow Jones with the cup and handle. Look at that. The VIX was in a cup and handy. It really was. You can't say it wasn't. Okay. Measure move, you could just take this just for now and say, okay. This actually still has momentum on the weekly. Like, it's not done. Look for it to break this, and this could easily get up here on the weekly. So, like, this has legs. This is shorting the Dow Jones, everyone. Basically, this is shorting the NASDAQ, shorting the S&P. The VIX is shorting the S&P, so Looks like you go up 37%. The market could take a beat down. That's crazy. That was the pandemic right there, right? March 20th. So could we get a black swan? It looks like there may be something coming our way. Huge Great Depression. Huge meltdown. Anything could happen, my friends. Miami Heat will beat the 76ers. I think the next few weeks for Bitcoin will be interesting. The problem, no one wants to work hard for it. They want everything given to them. Exactly. Crypto Guapo, I know. Choice in NBA teams, Bucks and 4. I'm glad your style is unique. Those who go with the flow are grumpy for a reason. Shout out to Michael Pa. I love you, man. You don't owe anything to anyone. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Anthony Baskin. I love you, man. Thank you. Athabskin. Thank you, Athabscan. Athabscan, right? Your style is best. OC Benji, we love you. The future is too after the fact. Yeah, happy, love now. Hey, Lifer, was wondering if I need to do your class live for the training. A day, if so, we 8 day. I can't read that, Giovanni, but thanks, man. Working well every day keeps idle hands at bay. Yep. So the VIX looks like it could get some gas. I'm sorry to say. Look at the poll. 70% think it's priced in. That means it's probably not. So whenever the masses think one thing, we have to go the other way. So if 70% think it's priced in, it says we're going to get a dump. It's crazy. Become a lifer, join the 99 member and register for the beginners in the MetaMask DeFi course. Join Discord and begin the journey. Hit the Discord link right here, everybody. I would greatly appreciate it. When you read the lifer testimonials, you'll know you're in the right place. Let's take a look at CELR and ACH. Who's stuck on CELR right now? You got to be just looking at Bitcoin, but we'll take a look at CELR here. It's actually been hot after the dumpage, but, I mean, this is an uncool coin. We'll go look at it on Binance, where it has more action. You can trade it on either exchange, though, just so you know. So we talked about CELR possibly not breaking this trend line. So seems like it could be still kind of okay, Chance it could cup and handle its way. The daily does want to move to the upside. So it's a chance here that CELR could move to the upside. It can't. Once it breaks this, it's over. It would drop, try to bearish retest, and then it would dump to the downside. So watch this. I mean, it either makes it or it freaking dumps. It's kind of crazy, right? You do have some hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day suggesting that you will go to the upside. So there's a chance this does move back to the upside. CELR, all right? Then we're going to take a look at ACH, USDT, ACH on Binance, all right? Low on the 3-day, wow, it capitulated to the 0. This thing just got sold off to 2 cents. Yeah. That's sad. Look at that, just dumpage. I never liked this project. I always thought it was a piece of garbage. It never performed well. Seems like it was just a freaking pump and dump from the very, very beginning, I have to say. If it comes back, it comes back, and I'm sorry to be bearish on it. It was a payment network. It was supposed to be awesome, but Alchemy Pay, man, to the ground. So sad. Alchemy Pay to the ground. Nasty tank. Nasty tank. And there you have it, They'll try to beat us, but too many of us will win in the end. You know what I'm saying? Too many of us will win in the end. Second Black Swan coming in Q4 to make 2023 an epic year. Send in a super chat for TA and deep dive. Shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on into the live. Let's take a look at Dow Futures. Where do we stand? Back up 53 points. We're fighting. We're fighting to hold above the zone. Let's see the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is holding the zone here. You can also look at this on a graph and see the chart. If you zoom in here on like the yearly, right, you can see that this 20 zone has been bouncing. We don't want to break 20. Been very interesting. Last time we broke it was, January, and then we came back above it. We've been holding it so closely. So we need a black swan, definitely, for this to get melee to the downside. But 20, we just don't seem to be able to get the Fear and Greed Index less than 20. Says we could capitulate ourselves and then boom, right back up. China needs to legalize Bitcoin, in my opinion. I don't really care what they do, man. They can do whatever they want, And they're rendered, take your profits. Render got smashed to the downside. If you don't take your profits, someone else will take. That's why I always say sell a little bit before the measured move. And look, right before the measured move, somebody took their profits. Smart move, trading swift, trading smart. Jump on out. And bang, bang, bang. Shout out to the render crew. Shout out to anyone that jumped into render and took gains. You need to be fast and furious if you want to move with the crew. We talked about HT, Huobi token. All right, that's on the radar. Let's take a look how it's doing. It was looking strong the last time I looked at it. It was like the strongest coin that I could find, you know, and we'll see. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But like, look at that. Like, it's still being really strong. See? So if you stick with me, like, I'm going to figure out something. Like, even if I find 3 coins that night, I'm going to find the only 3 coins that bang on. Like, I'm going to find them. Because I am obsessive compulsive. You won't find someone that cares more about their own business than me. I will work my business till my business becomes the best business in the world. And my business is the business of a trading group. So I'm going to work so hard. No one's going to work harder. I'm going to bust every single day. I don't take a day off. This is show number 460, everybody. Come on now. Come on now. Show number 460, baby. Like, come on. Without a break. Without a break. Continuously. Without a day off. Like, our live stream has never been like, oh, my family's more important. Christmas is more important. Nothing is more important than your $99 to me. Nothing. I mean, my wife and kids, fine. You know, like, but you know what I mean? Like I work so hard because it's my life. And if it's my life, then I'm going to put 110%. If I was a janitor, I would put 110%. If I was washing dishes, whatever I did in my life, I'd put 135 million bazillion %. And I'm doing it for you guys every single day. This could dump to the downside. Nothing is guaranteed. But I'm scouring the market looking for something that could give us some gains here. It's a little high on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. I got to wait for that to cool off now. But it is consolidating. It is consolidating. HT has been on my radar. Also, WXT just continues to bang on them. YRX token doesn't seem to care about the market. Look at that. Another rising wedge as it breaks to the upside. I called this possible retest right here, and look what it did. It banged on him to the target, up 24% for WXT. And look, man, I posted this possible retest. This thing would just keep going and going and going and going. But we get, you know, this is a trade that we posted, and it just kept moving to the upside. Look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like the biggest gainer in the game when the whole market's red. And then we nailed render today too on the live stream. As I showed up on the live, we nailed it live in front of everybody. Lattice token we've gone over a few times. Look, it did start to move here. Lattice did move. It's in this cup and handle. Lattice is up a little bit. Got a little bit of a pump here. Lattice. Polex is at a double bottom. If it breaks this, look for it to retest that zone. The retest is the move to the upside. That's your bread and butter, baby. Okay? This is trying to bottom. They're all trying to bottom, but it's an ugly day. 23 cents for Naka. Just fell through the floor. Could not hold. Look, it back to its original beginning, like a double bottom on its original beginning. 20-cent Naka. Unbelievable. You're buying the exact bottom. I talked about Hero trying to make a bit of a gain here. I believe I tried to call the bottom for Hero. See how close I got. I believe we made a move there from my call. Let's take a look. If I can get it on screen, I will. It's there somewhere. Trust me. I swear it's there. So we originally had a move. And idea was to buy in here at the zone. It would come back down. We wouldn't get stopped out. And we would make 11% gain. See that? If you sell when the stochastics turn, that was an 11% scalp with no stop getting hit. So shout out to anyone that took the Hero move. Even though the market was absolutely horrible. I posted this when the market was just dismal. We still took Hero for gains. So if you watch this live stream, I gave you a tutorial at the beginning on Bitcoin. Showed you exactly kind of how to set up your charts on the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Showed you how to set your alerts and what to look for. Then I talked about the 3S tokens and what tokens could go up to the upside, right? Write that stuff down, put it on a call sheet, you know, write it in, get yourself ready, get situated, because that's what we're looking at, all right? Send in a super chat for a deep dive. Oh, you caught the move up. Beginner's course gives the foundation of Lifers trading system. It enhances your trading group and the live experience 1,000%. Email cryptolifers.com to register. Sandbox, say no more. We love you, Crypto 007. Damn, bro, you did long render. Just went to the start. That was surprising. Bang, 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 man. Yo, you can watch it live on the camera, what we do, man. You're the man. Shout out to Crypto Cash. We love you, bro. Shout out to Crypto Lifer, baby. Shout out to my man, D Dark Legend 66. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. Thank you for pursuing your calling. You're like the old biblical characters that led people out of affliction and slavery. You're saving lives by following God's calling. Thank you, Abdominal Rain Man Spaghetti Rigetti. I don't know, people kind of try to pull me out to be a charlatan in that way. You're appreciated, sir. Shout out to Trader Tez, man. I love you. Thank you for the 333. Much respect to you and yours, my friend. Much respect to you and yours. Ape, 4 hour with a teardrop. Yikes. The truth. Shout out to Chris Pacino, man. We love you, Pacino. That's Al's nephew. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I thought you got stopped out on render because I went to the beginning and render tanked. It's so weird, man. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, man. I went to the beginning and rendered tanked. This guy makes no sense because it's all there on camera. It's even here on the look. Let's go back in time. Maybe you're right. Let's see if you have to eat your words right now. What are you gonna do? Because we're gonna show you exactly what happened, and then you're gonna have to either eat your words, okay? And I shouldn't even do this. People tell me I shouldn't even do this, but you're a troll, which has proved to you you're a troll. So I posted this right here like this. This is where I posted it to my trading group. All right. Render was 158. All right. I'm just putting this out. Okay. Now this is render right here, right? Now we're going to open up a chart. Are you 8 years old or 12 years old? Let's just make sure, you know. Sorry, that's rude, but I'm just, you know, I don't know what to say. So we're going to do a before and the after. You know what a before and after is, right? Like, you've seen those, right? All right. So you can clearly see where render is. I don't know why I do this and appease these people. Like, I do not know why I do this, but you can see where render is right there at 158. You can see where the stochastics are. You can see where the MACD is, right? This is the 1 hour time frame. Okay. You can clearly see 1H render USDT 158. And then you can see render here at 158, and you can see what happened to it. It blasted all the way up to 188. Then it tanked. You're correct, and you can see where the stochastics were. They were right here, and you can see where the MACD was. It crossed, and then the volume came in, and render blasted to the upside. So I don't know. So you just made a false statement on my channel. Let's post you out right here. Let's post you out. No. You are a troll. I was referring to the two. No. You're a troll. I thought you got stopped out on render because I went to the beginning. No. Let's read it like a troll. Ready? Let's read it.
I thought you got stopped out on render because I went to the beginning and render tanked. Just so you know. Nah.
Like, that's what you said, and you don't want to freaking own it, and now you have to own it, and we all have to point at you and say, whack energy, whack frequency.
I thought you got stopped out on render because I went to the beginning. And you know what? Render tanked. You suck, crypto lifer.
You know what?
You will respect my authority.
Eat, sleep, buy cryptocurrency, repeat, hold, in my opinion. Got a better. No, I said that because after my bad, you caught the move on. It's all. I've just. Oh man, it's been a rough week, man. Thank you for that. I needed it. Like, nah, I'm just messing. If you could take the thick skin, I love you. We love you, man. Come on back. We love you, man. We love you, real. Hey, Lifer, for your paid classes, do I need them live? If so, what time are they? They're Tuesday, every 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Why you ban him? I didn't ban him. We didn't ban him, Pawnee. We never ban anybody. We don't do that stuff. You didn't tell him to buy. I love you, Mark, man. Shout out to all my lovely livers. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on a live stream. 332 likes, 296 people on the live. That's what we're talking about. Shout out to Michael Pa in the live. Michael, I love you, baby. Michael, we're going to war, man. Crypto war, babe. Me and you every single day. Shout out to Michael Pa. Shout out to Roro. Shout out to Anku, Kuti Butu, the guy who made the beautiful indicator, the beautiful mind. He is Russell Crowe. Crypto. Do I rustle the crow's feather with my beautiful mind? It's up to you to define. Deny parole, get used to the nine. Not giving a dime, not using a buck. You were sentenced to stuck and carried away like the wind to a Dutch. Finish it up. Smoke it quickly, choke it sickly, and finish it up. Now you smell the stench of a roach. You waited, stayed, benched by the coach in the rain, drenched in a trench coat. Dude, you were benched by the coach in the rain, waiting, drenched in a trench coat. Come on, man. You don't even know, man. Pump up the jam so Michael Pa can hear the beat of the war drum. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Best thing to do is send an email to Crypto Lifers and let them know what you would like to do about your course. They are wonderful and happy to help you. What's good, Lifer fam? Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. We're going to get you on the live, man. Maybe Wednesday night. We'll figure it out. Maybe this week, all right? So be ready for a phone call. Me and my man Muser had a beautiful, beautiful talk. Yo, you guys were talking about FRR in my group. You guys were all over this fur. You guys kept talking about it. You were looking for, and look, that's my trading style. I wish I had seen it. Falling wedge, touching the 21 with the stochastics, and boom. That's the magic sauce, man. It happens so much if you learn my trading style. So what I do is, this is what I do. Look, this is literally what I do. I look for high 4 hours, high 1 hours. I put alerts down here on the stochastics RSI. I'm giving you gold right now. I put alerts down here, right? I wait when the stochastics come and hit my alert. I draw my channel. I switch back to the 15. I make for the 15 minute to get to below. The 15 minutes there. Then it's below the dotted line. Then I enter when the 15 minute goes below the dotted line for the 1 hour trade. It bang, bang, bang. This thing looks like it has legs. It's just getting started to the upside. I mean, wow. Measured move is there, but I guess maybe it could have more. There's more momentum there. This is interesting. More momentum front row, getting legs to the upside. So there's always something out there that wants to pump. Always good to talk to my dude. I kept trying to get off the phone, me and you both, but we just like love talking to each other. I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I was like, me too. I was like, but I like talking to you. I was like, yeah, let's keep talking. And you know what? We were gonna have that same conversation just in front of everybody, you know? We talked about Ascent pumping up to the upside, and it did. Look, it gave you a little bit of a move here out of the cup and handle. Bang, 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 16% gains before it would eat the dust to the downside. Eat dust, baby, eat dust. Nobody on YouTube trades ETFs. I don't understand. No liquidation leverage is gold. I trade them all the time, man. I trade no liquidation leverage every day. I trade the ETFs every day. An ETF is technically 3S. 3S is technically an ETF. It's a derivative. And they're 3X. They're 3S, no liquidation leverage. I trade no liquidation leverage every single day, dude. All the time. That's what our bread and butter here on the channel is, no liquidation leverage. That's my bread and butter. I don't like liquidations. I do not trade liquidations. So look, just like Bitcoin broke out of that channel, came back in, is this doing the same thing? And what you want to do is you want to look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. The 4 hours flipping on you, and the 1 hour's flipping on you. You're touching the 21-day moving average. There's a chance. You do see some bearish divergence there. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. It's rough, but I mean, this is the only coin that was strong, and it could have just been fuzzled by Bitcoin, and it could continue to break to the upside. It's very high risk reward to trade on a Sunday night into Monday morning. It's the riskiest night to trade. I always tell my students, if you're a beginner, there's no reason to trade Monday night. If you must, you must. Like if you feel compelled, if you see a trade that just feels like it's going to go. There's a chance that this does move to the upside, though. I would be watching Ace closely here. I would watch Ace closely for a move. I can't, my trading style is telling me that there's a chance that thing makes a move. Let's look at the 15-minute first. 15-minute does have momentum. It could breach. However, if it doesn't, it rolls back over, wait a couple hours. Could be a better price here when I'm watching for Ace. And these are high risk reward trades for sure. High risk reward trades for sure. Okay. Okay. A trolls, he didn't say, but that. I know. He goes left, he goes right, crosses over the fadeaway. 3-pointer for the winning trade. Swish, nothing but gains. Unbelievable. Kevin Garnett for the 4th time in a row, slamming it in the paint. Kevin, the last time I saw Kevin Garnett do something like this, Bob, it was 1995. He ran into the crowd, ate an ice cream sandwich, jumped back in and slammed the ball right down the throat of Akeem Olajuwon. It was unbelievable. It was the craziest I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe it. It was insanity, complete insanity. And you know what? After the game, he said, you know what? That hoodsie tasted good. I couldn't believe it. It was insane. It was insane. Thanks so much, Michael Pa. I'm holding step in long right now. My man, Sketchy. Hey, man. Michael Pa, let's pump up cryptocurrency, sir. All for one, one for all. Shout out to Joshua Carrero. Also, Anchor, just want to see if I'm seeing the chart properly. Looks like it's a good accumulation time. You're the only one on YouTube, so I watch you every day now. You're the only one on YouTube. He goes live. I'm the only one left. I'm the only YouTuber left that goes live. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. Nobody on YouTube trades ETFs. I do, though. I do. You're the best, Lifer fam. We love you all. JK, not one that wanted to continue school, but you have me, Lifer, here. Taking notes, pen and paper. Thanks, man. De-evolution. We're going to teach you how. You know why? Because I quit school in a way, and I learned everything I needed from YouTube. We're going to become the new educators of the world. Us, people. People aren't going to go to school anymore. It's going to be people like you and me educating each other. The school system's breaking down, right? World education is becoming taken over by the, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to start. Yeah, I am from Massachusetts. Yeah, another Mass guy coming in on the algorithm. Are you kidding me? Michael, are you from Massachusetts? I feel like Michael Pa is from Massachusetts, even though it's Michael Pa. Can you at least give us that, Michael? What state are you from, Michael? Can we begin to piece together the magic of Michael Pa? We say Michael Pa's name more than any other else. If he was a brand, he would get more love on this channel. It would be like the Michael Pa brand, the Michael Pa trading style. Lifer dropping the truth. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house. We love you. We love you. Okay? The groupies are going to be all over you when I get big. Now, I'm just... Because, like, the groupies are going to be like, we love you, Lifer. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm taken, but Crypto Muser's here for you. I'm just joking, everybody. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We're a family. It's going to be a family. It's going to be a family. Thanks, dude. Keep up the killer channel. Showing love. Thank you, Albit Bit Crypto. Alpha Bit Crypto. Thank you. Gotta be from Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Michael Pa. Yeah, right? Facts. Got me taking notes. Thanks, dude. Keep up the killer channel. Nick Flip, baby. Shout out to Nick Flip. We love you, brother. Shout out to my man, Sean Aaron. Sean, we love you. Hardest working kid in show business. Sean, you deserve a shout out every single day. What a long 7-day week Sean put in. Sean, I love you. I know you stressed yourself out a little bit. We went through some ups and downs together, but you know what? That made us stronger as a family, Sean. I love you, kid. I love you, brother. I love you, brother. Keep grinding, man. My bad. My wife called me. Are you from Mass? I'm a huge Celtics fan. I am from Mass, yeah. Pearson Edwards. Thanks, dude. Keep up the killer channel. Anytime, brother. Or from Philly. Shout out to Spaghetti Rigetti. You're hilarious, Spaghetti Rigetti. Look, there's the shoulder, head and the shoulder. Can we break up? For RMRK, kind of making a channel. See that upward channel? That's either going to end horribly or end lovely. And the stochastics are kind of really going to tell you what's going to happen. Let's play it out here. Let's see what's up. So we're getting high here. So you go back to the 15 to look for, you know, and this says you're dumping. And if you break that, if you breach, you're dumping hard. Measured move is back down here. However, if you only come here and you do this thing's going to fly. So that's how you can kind of figure out what's happening. 4 hour more than likely, though. When the 4 hours, that's a dump. You know, I'd be careful. Thank you, Lifer. Michael Pa, Pearson Edwards, possibly. What do you do if I just join the group? If you just join the group, you're fresh in. You're going to want to go right here to the boot camp, crypto boot camp. You're going to watch all these videos. You're going to watch The Mind of a Crypto Trader. You're going to love it. You're going to watch Get Started on Crypto. You're going to love it. You're going to watch 5 Essential Tools. You're going to absolutely love it. You're going to watch How to Trade Crypto, and you're going to really love it. All right? Jump on in today. Get your education. People charge $500 for those videos right there, and you'll get exactly what you need ready to go. Okay? Market is a dump city right now, honestly. Even KuCoin shares, which should be holding some type of face. Take a look at KuCoin shares at 1792. They did fall out of the pattern. Look at that. Seeing if they can break back in. I'm not really challenging that idea. It's either a bearish retest or you break back in. That's it. Nothing in between. KuCoin, you know. Links are below the stream. Glimmer, please. Thank you. Shout out to Greg Yates. Greg, send in a super chat, but I will do Glimmer for free for you because I love you, kid. Because I don't know if I've ever seen you in the stream, and I like new people. So Glimmer, thought I could make a bit of a move. All we got was about 8%, and then it got resistance. See that resistance? If you can't get above resistance and you start to curl down on Stoke, specifically 1 hour, 4 hour, you know, like right there, you're done. Man. And Glimmer tanked, man. It was in a nice pattern, too. Look at that. Wasted that beautiful pattern. Let's take a look at it on the bigger time frames, the daily. To me now, it's cup and handling, and that's like your best bet. Bit of a falling wedge here. Daily's extremely low, so you'd have to get a break up to the upside here. Again, the whole market needs to come back. Either that or the whole market's dumping to the downside. We're going to see a massive capitulation. And it's just going to be a mess. Okay? But only time will tell, everybody. Only time will tell. 152% gains if it can get back to resistance. All right? Am I trading this? No. I'm just going over someone's idea. What's your current TA prediction on 8? Let's take a look at 8. Sometimes I don't do anything. Sometimes I just watch price action. Daily's coming back down. So what I see is this. Make your daily support and resistance lines. You got one right there. You have some chop right there. You're trying to hold that level. So here's daily support and resistance, right? That's what you got. That's all your levels that are pretty important to see. You can even slap that one in there. All right. You broke out of a falling wedge to the downside, but now you're in a bit of a, you're in a falling wedge, right? So I see this. Okay. I see that. And I believe as long as you hold this 200-day moving average on the 4-hour, you will pump back to the upside. MACD, you're also in a falling wedge here on the RSI. That tells me you can make a move here. Did a nice retracement. We're going to take a Fibonacci on this too as well. I think you're in the 618 or the 706. Yeah, you're right at the 706 Fibonacci retracement, which is a secret institutional fib that we go on here in my channel. And you're going to touch the 200-day moving average. If you stay there, and even if you may, and I'll even give it to 786. These two levels are important. These would be load up levels for me in a boom back up. You know, if the whole market tanks, then this will tank and break. So, you know, and again, it's still a high risk trade, but there's a chance. There's a chance. However, look, you're high on the 1 hour. I'd put an alert here. I wouldn't touch this till the 1 hour retraces. And what that tells me is that you're going to bounce out and maybe retrace, or you're going to head a little lower and get to that 786. So I'm going to watch a few hours, 8, maybe 6 to 8, 9 hours, and watch what this 1 hour does before I touch it. But the 4 hour is good. 4 hour looks bullish. The 1 hour is not yet. So what I'd like to see is the 1 hour take you, Bitcoin do something crazy, right? Market erupt tonight for some strange reason, short squeeze or something, and ape end up here. And then I would look, if it stays up there, it makes a flag or does something, or it comes up here and then makes the falling wedge, that would be the wedge I'd be looking for, because now you got support, you're at a higher low, and I'd like to swing trade it to the upside. Measured move would take it past to this new, another high, about $26 for ape. So that's what I'm looking at for ape. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the night. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the absolute right thing. You're doing the best thing you can for yourself. You're getting educated every single day. You're around someone that's obsessed with teaching, obsessed with giving knowledge away to other people. My life purpose is to give knowledge away. If I learn something, I want to give it back to you and yours. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Stay focused, stay driven. You can, you will, you are the best. You can, you will, you are the best. You will achieve your goals. You can change your life, and you are the best. I'm going to tell you right now. Nobody knows your greatness but you. Everyone out there believes they know what you can do, but only you truly know who you are deep, deep, deep inside. And you have greatness in you, and you are ready to achieve greatness. I'm telling you right now, if you hear it in my voice, if you connect with me, if you get goosebumps, then you are on your way. Shout out to you. If there's anyone in your life putting you down, being negative, get rid of them. Make a move. You are on your way. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next live stream. Crypto is life. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. One love. God loves you all. Remember that. God loves each and every one of you. I love you. Love is the strongest frequency. If you live in love, nothing can happen to you. You can crush all obstacles in your way. If you live in love, you are the strongest in the world. I love you. And I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Be safe. Peace. Crypto is life.